Want to make your flag tie stand out? In just a few clicks, you can resize, rotate, and personalize it. Hi, I'm David from myties.net. Today's video will show you how to alter the size and angle of the pattern of your flag necktie using Zazzle's online designer. Today we'll be using Brazil's flag necktie as our example, but the same steps apply to every country in this necktie collection. To get started, go to the Flag of Brazil pattern necktie product page and click on Edit this design. That will take you into the Zazzle design interface. To get started, you're going to want to get familiar with your pattern. First thing it's a good practice to do is look under preview and look at how the pattern actually looks on the necktie. To get the closest look, I usually look at the rolled version of the preview. You get a nice close look at the pattern and see how it looks. And once you've done that, you can click on the X to close the preview, go back to the artboard. Now what we want to do is select the actual tile that makes up the pattern. To find the tile, the easiest thing to do is to come over here to the left panel, click on Layers, and all of the items that make up the tile, or that make up the actual pattern and the design of the necktie, will be listed here in Layers. This is a fairly simple design, so it's basically got the pattern tile, which you can click on here, and you'll notice that it highlights here on the artboard. To get a closer look at the tile, you can come down here at the bottom and zoom in on the artboard, so you can see how that little tile is highlighted. Okay, so the first adjustment that we're going to make is to alter the angle of the pattern. So let's come up under Alignment. And then at the bottom here, you can see that there's a rotate option. And what we're going to do is change that -30 degrees to 0. And you'll notice on the artboard that the pattern has now changed the Brazil flags into a horizontal row instead of angled. And you can get a bit closer look at that by going back to preview. Let's look at that rolled version. You can see that it's now in a straight row. And that may be a look that you prefer. You can see how it looks a little farther away. Okay, so once you're done looking at the preview, hit the X in the upper left-hand corner and you'll go back to the artboard. Another adjustment that you might want to make to these patterns is to increase the size of the actual flags so that they're a little bit more discernible from far away. I tend to like the subtler, smaller view, but if you have a different need or taste, you can make the alteration, increase the size of the flag. And we do that by coming under Effects. And over on the left-hand side, you'll see the panel has updated. You'll see Tiling. You can leave that option selected to Basic, and then scroll down below that, you'll see Tile Size. Now you can increase the size of the tile up to 4 inches. It's at 1 inch right now. But why don't we increase it to 2 inches? That'll double the size of it. And you'll notice on the artboard that the pattern is much larger now. And let's take another look under preview. And you can see that pattern is a little bigger now. You can see how it looks. Now let's say you like the larger flag, but you want to put the angle back on it to see how it would look angled. You return to the artboard. You still have your tile selected, so you can go up under Alignment, back to Rotate. Let's change that back to -30. And you've got your angle back. Let's go back to Preview. See how that looks. Now let's say that that you like the larger flag with the angle. So let's go back to the artboard. And now we need to copy the pattern tile from the front of the tie. And we need to go to the back of the tie and update the pattern on the back of the tie to match the front. So right click on the pattern tile on the back and delete it. And you'll get a warning that there's no design there. And all you need to do is right click Paste the tile from the front of the tie to the back, and now they both have the same pattern. And you can look under preview and see that they now match. Okay, so return to the artboard. There's a little blue button up here on the right. It will walk you through a final review, which we've already done, but you can go through the process, make sure everything's the way you want it, and then come up here and click on Add to Cart, and you're done. In closing, here's a quick tip. Create a free Zazzle account the first time you design. It automatically saves your work and lets you return anytime. You can even share your designs. No credit card required. You'll find the sign-up link at the top of the page. For more tutorials and necktie designs, check out myties.net.